Welcome, Virgo. This is your 2019 overview. We're going to touch on a little bit of your general energies, your love, some of the challenges you may face, and then we're going to get you some advice, some practical advice on how to maneuver through 2019. Welcome to my channel. My name is Marlena with Graceful Healing Intuitive Tarot, and thank you so much for coming to my channel. I appreciate all my new viewers, my old viewers. Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for your likes, subscribes, and shares. Make sure you thumbs up before you leave today. And let's get started. So Virgo, I'm going to get energies overall, how you're doing for 2019. And right now, we'd like to know the core of this reading. Thank you, Spirit. I'd like to get information on the core of this reading. Okay. So this year is definitely about opening up, being able to listen with compassion. Many of you are going to master this journey that you're on. Some of you are trying to get a hold on the new energies that are coming in for you, because there's a lot of newness coming your way. You're just trying to master it through divine consciousness. But I see a lot of resting and retreating. I feel like many of you have been doing a lot of work these last... Sorry about that, guys. I feel like you guys have been doing a lot of work these last months, trying to obtain your power, your personal power, knowing your personal power, learning about intimacy on a deeper level, not just the physical, but I see a lot of newness. So I feel like many of you will be healing this year also. So you just have to take the time to open up to this experience so you can heal. We'll get a little more specific as we continue. But this is definitely about, some of you needing to let go of some heartaches. Some of you may need to pull away from some people who are creating these heartaches. But again, this is all up to you. You know, everything I do here is all about, everything here is about your own free will, right? So these are decisions you need to make. What I'm here to do is to help you identify some of the concerns you may be having that you may not be able to recognize yourself, and then just help you maneuver through those. So there's definitely some decisions that need to be made. I feel like many of you are holding on. I'm seeing this repeatedly. I'm using multiple decks for a reason. It only can come out once. My mother used to say, you only can eat it once. When it comes to money, you can only spend it once, you know. Same thing with food. You can only eat it once. So same thing with the messages here. You know, you're limited unless you pull multiple. But yes, many of you have a fork in the road, a decision to make about intimacy. I feel like some of you will be walking away, letting go of this, to be able to open up to new possibilities. Some of you will be taking back your power in regards to this in order to go on a soul journey, because there's a healing necessary. I just feel like many of you need to take a step back for your own well-being. Some of you have been holding on profusely to someone and have not been wanting to let it go. But now you're going to have to let it go so you can heal yourself. Put yourself first at this time. Yeah. So let me just make this clear. What I'm seeing a lot of, by the way, let me just make this clear. Letting go, avoiding change, fork in the road. retreating. These are all things that came out from multiple messages. So these are, I just want to make it clear to you, Virgo, this is a decision you have to make. And it has to do with you obtaining your personal power. I really believe this has to do with relationships that you are in. And I feel like many of you need to let it go. But we're about to pull your love message as well. Because right now, emotionally, you feel like you need to take back your power. Many of you have given up way too much. You've given up your own security in order to obtain a person. That's a deep message, y'all. Letting go of your security in order to obtain a person. So now you want to regain this security. Let's see how your chakras are doing as well this month. Because many of you have given up your own power. And I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again, but apparently someone needs to hear it. I would like to let you know that another message has come out in regards to this caring connection, the intimacy, both came out in reverse. So this, and then you also have the letting go. So this is all leading you towards a way to where you need to take this journey on your own. A journey within, a soul journey, if you will, in order to become closer to your divine understanding, your divine consciousness within yourself, in order to create this tree of life, to create what you want. I mean, all of this is very, very, it's very prevalent in your reading. Okay, so, you know, in order to open up, I feel like you have to listen with compassion in order to recognize what it is that you're really holding down. Because I feel like some of you don't want to reveal who you are. But let's find out. Some of you don't want to reveal the truth about yourselves. And you don't want to change because you fear. You don't want to change because you fear it won't work out. You're afraid to be who you really are because you're afraid it won't work out. But you're going to have to believe in order to get the success you're looking for. And that's going to require another level of listening, believing. This is going to require another level of spiritual enlightenment, consciousness, security that's within. It's not the tangible security that's going to get you where you need to go, Virgo. This is a spiritual security that you need internally. All right, y'all. Let's see what your love message is. 2019 Virgo overall love message. Love message for Virgo 2019. Okay. Clearly decide. Clearly decide what you want so it will come to you now. Everything here, every message here is about a decision that Virgo needs to make. I can't make it more plain. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. What is this decision about, Spirit? Now let's get deep. You have a choice to make regarding reuniting with someone. It could be an earth sign, but I feel like, it could be a air sign, but I feel like many of you are in your head over this. Again, I'm just repeating myself, but this is just letting you know, Virgo, what's to come in 2019. Someone may not be speaking to you about this Okay. Someone may not be speaking to you about this, or perhaps it's even a fire sign, about this passionate start, beginning, reunion that you need, that's coming up. Because you may have someone out in the cold, or they may have you out in the cold. I'm not going to get too specific. As you guys know, this is a general reading. So, you know, everything can go vice versa. He, she, him, shim, you know, whatever. It could go either way, FYI. Because this is a general reading. Make sure you definitely look at your sun, moon, rising sign for more clarity. And, of course, the monthlies, you know, I'll see you guys in January. But I feel like you hesitate on starting a new beginning with this person that's coming in. So you definitely have a decision to make. You're coming out of this state of limbo. Your hangman is in reverse. You're no longer. You are going to make this decision. I see a lot of fire here. I see a lot of passion here. Let me put it that way. But I feel like some of you really want to reunite with someone. Ooh. Wow. Okay. So give your relationship a chance just came out. Work on your partnership. Keep an open mind. Because some of you are not making the effort. Retreat just came out again. So again, multiple messages here of you leaving someone out in the cold, not communicating, not listening even. And again, I can't go too deep, but some of you feel like this is not worth the wait anymore. You just like, I'm over it. You're done. It's a wrap. But and I feel like it's because you want to love yourself first, but let me show you how to do that. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So basically at the end of the day, you're feeling like, I must not respect myself if I remain in this. So therefore you lose a sense of compassion. You lose a sense of optimistic nature of healing. Healing is about forgiving, taking it to that next level. Again, I'm seeing many of you have turn your back on someone. But yet, I feel like you're not ready to make a change. Again, you know, it's this back and forth. But again, I see you coming out of that in the new year. So let's go ahead and just work on some of the advice that will help benefit you in 2019. This again is the Virgo reading for 2019. Thank you guys for coming to my channel. I love you guys. Like I said, many of you are looking to let go. It's like you're trying to figure out, how do I obtain my power? How do I maintain, actually? How do I maintain my power, my respect? I have to let go. There's no other way. And you guys know I love your comments. So make sure you leave your comments below and let me know how this is resonating with you. But I feel like some of you don't know how to do both. How to maintain self while in relationships. So you choose to let go. You choose to not heal. But what I do want to make clear to you is what this creates overall for you is a repetition and pattern. To where if you don't learn this lesson now, you are destined to repeat it. So do you need to look at it from a different perspective? Maybe. Do you need to remain? Maybe, maybe not. But make sure you're going through the process and not taking an easy out just because you just can't handle it anymore. Not you can't handle it like, again, you know, guys, let me say this, you know, I'm not down for abuse. I'm not down for anyone. Abuse physically, emotionally, mentally, none of that. But again, part of that, and don't get me wrong, two are playing at that game. Meaning you may be remaining, meaning it may be your perception of victimhood. It may be real, it may not be real. But the point is, if it's real to you, then what do you do? The point is, if it seems real, you're not quite sure if it's real, what do you do? What can you do? Is there something you can do internally? Not, again, I'm not talking about staying or leaving. What I'm talking about, what is it that you may need to build in yourself? What lesson is it that you need to learn during this process in order to make it out of this and not end up back in the same situation, continuously pointing the finger. All right, so let's get some advice for Virgo. I'm going to get multiple advice for you. Actually, I don't want to start here. I want to start here. Let's get some advice for Virgo in regards to their movement. By the way, I know I was talking about chakras earlier, but by the time I saw security, that just let me know your red chakra, your foundation, is off. We were talking earlier about your inner child as well, being able to give back to yourself. So your inner child is here for you, wanting to work with you. The advice that we're seeing here is about your energy. You have the strength and energy to, you can work through this. Again, a decision that you have to make for self. I can't, because I'm talking to too many of you, and everybody has a different circumstance. So if that resonates with you and you feel like you have gained the strength and you have the energy, your inner child helping you at this moment to better yourself, to make sure that you're good, then you're good. Additional advice for you is letting go of the guilt. Letting go of the guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done. And trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. So apparently some of you have feel as though you don't have the strength. Maybe, you know, you feel sorry for what you've done. You know, so you know, you're going through this back and forth stage. Let's see if there's any additional advice here for Virgo. Oof. Okay. All right. Okay. So, additional messages for you is in regards to facing your financial fears. You know, your obstacles and blocks are lifted. Declutter and clean foods. Declutter is what I said. Declutter. And clean foods. Positivity, faith, and optimism. We talked about this as well, guys. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. We just talked about your energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you're on. Keep the faith and keep going. So some of you have left someone behind, and maybe you feel like that wasn't the best decision, but you did it for you. I'm going to ask a quick question, and let's see what Spirit gives us. Why did you feel the need to let go? For those who let go and feel guilty, why did you feel like you need to let go? Wow, separation just came out. Time apart from the partner was on the horizon. It was necessary. So you just needed to. I get it. I'll leave it alone. Spirit, you said enough. So let's see what additional love advice then you need. Because many of you are separated as well, I'm seeing. But I feel like some of you want to reunite. But honestly, I feel like many of you are on different paths, different times in this path. So some of you have let go, some of you feel guilty, some of you are reuniting, moving on. But this is what's going on that we're going to see for the new year as well. Some of you will let go, get back. Some of you want to take time out for yourself. Some of you may be currently in a fork in the road, or you may come to a fork in the road. So time is flexible here. But we saw so many messages about just trying and keeping an open mind. The fact that you will be successful, listening, being compassionate. So the messages that came out for you in regards to your love. Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. This moment is a gift for you. Treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply. So, because I'm not getting too specific, I would love to hear your comments below. Let's see if there are additional messages for Virgo. But I feel like, you know, some of you are very kind and didn't expect what has come down your path. But this new year will be awesome for you. Look forward to it. You have an awesome journey ahead of you. Even if you left someone behind, again, this is to help you, I believe, become more compassionate, to gain back your personal power, to take this journey for yourself so you can then gain that self-respect. I feel like some of you feel upset like you did something wrong when it came to a relationship. I feel like many of you, some of you, someone walked away and you feel like it was your fault. But it's just the path that you're on. A path that leads you to more success as far as I'm concerned. Leads you to more respect for yourself. If that person walked away, it was meant for that timing. But I did see some of you will be reuniting later on in the year. But I feel like most of you are more so upset because of your security. I feel like someone was really holding on strong to someone, and that did not make them stay. So it's a sense of sadness. So Virgo, I'm going to let you go. I almost kind of want to let me go. Because I feel the emotion of it. And I feel someone's heart is heavy. And again, they feel like they did something wrong. But I honestly feel like it was necessary. And it's time for you to take a step back for your own power, for your own sense of security, for your own level of compassion for self. I feel like someone really needs to heal. You have to heal to allow yourself to go to this next level. And you have to believe and be positive about your situation. Many times you feel like it's about you, but it's not. I've been feeling these messages for a while since we started, and I haven't done it for anyone else. But Virgo, apparently you need this message. Let's see what messages, additional messages we have for Virgo. I hope you guys are still here. Make sure you thumbs up. If you're still here, then it's for you. Bring it into form. Make it happen. This requires positivity, positive thinking. Focusing on the light. Some of you may be feeling like you can't do this, but you can. I'm also seeing new vitality, new birth. This goes back to that tree of life I saw as well. So I do feel like some of you may be pregnant as well or getting pregnant. I know that seems so vague, but that's for those of you who need to hear this. But you can make it happen. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. You can bring anything to fruition you want. And if you stare at this message, I can see you really feeling what you need to feel through this message. But it's so much bigger than you ever know. And your circumstance is much bigger than you think. Blessings, love, and light. I love you, Virgo. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I appreciate you. Make sure you thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you back in the new year. Blessings, love, and light. Love you. Bye-bye.